Mike Sawran here with your latest movie review for South of Normal. Here we go. We're talking about King Richard today. This is the quick take on this one. I'm going to have a lot more to say at another date, but here we go. Oh my God, I was surprised at how good this was. I was not expecting. I was expecting to be that cheesy sports biopic kind of drama you get where it's like, oh, that's an interesting story. It's cool to see what happened there, and that's about it. You don't really get great performances. You get a true story that's bent to feel like with poetic license taken to make it into a 2-hour time block and events scrambled around to make it fit the narrative. But this one, I was surprised at how good it was, driven by Will Smith's portrayal of Richard Williams, King Richard, as his namesake. Smith had me on the edge of my seat, watery eye, gasping like, oh my God, did that just happen, with his powerhouse performance in this. Rightfully nominated for an Oscar. Will he win? Don't know. The film takes us to Compton, California, in the 90s, where two tennis prodigies are coming up. Maybe you've heard of them, Venus and Serena Williams. This is their story. This is their story of their father. Not really their story. It is kind of their story, but it's more focusing on the father. It shows how after school, they'd run drills and practice, and the dad went to work overnight just to do it all again the next day because he decided when he saw a tennis player get a $40,000 check for 3 games work, that this is what I'm going to do. We're going to have 2 more kids. They're both going to be tennis stars, and we're going to get out of this life of poverty. I have this plan. And you're reminded of that their whole career was Richard's plan from day one. He reminds you of that constantly throughout the film. He's overbearing and controlling to make sure his kids stay off the street and follow this plan, become these prodigies, to become these great tennis stars of our time, and just get them out of this life that he's lived for so long of poverty and injustice and all that stuff. It kind of gets on borderline brainwashing, the way he talks about it so much. It gets uncomfortable to watch from a parent's perspective. It's like you're running these kids ragged, and it just feels strange, and you don't know if they're truly buying into it or if they're just afraid. This is just my perspective. I mean, it worked out for them, clearly, and in the film it's portrayed as they want this, they like this, they enjoy this. So maybe there is some saving grace there. His daughter's talents shine through and help Richard overcome the white sport of tennis, getting noticed, getting them the training they desperately need that he can't give them, albeit for free. He's got to do it for free. He's got to work out for Richard. I mean, that's made abundantly clear several times. Then he's overcome the gang violence of Compton that he's trying to protect his daughters from, but they witness it as indicated by the line, "Oh, Daddy's getting beat up again." So he's putting himself on the line too to get his kids out of this world that is bringing them down. That this stereotypical world that they're going to be forced to live in, unfortunately, and it's just the truth of the story at the time is this is the world they are going to be going into, and he wants them to be above that, better than that, and get out of there. He also struggles with the tennis world once he gets in, what it's going to be. As indicated by the first coach taking Venus only, not Serena, bringing her to these juniors tournaments, witnessing all the other parents riding and berating and coming down on their kids to make them try harder, to be the best, to win. Oh, you lost, you suck type mentality. So Richard's then and there like, you guys are going to be kids first. No, tennis is not the priority. It's kids, then tennis. He changes his plan at that point and changes coaches and all that because of the burnout. And even the pros when he takes them to the new coach down in Florida, forget her name, you can look it up, she goes off the rails and shacks up with a drug dealer, gets arrested, and Richard then and there was like, time out, we're going to Disney World, your kids first, tennis can wait. I was kind of trying to humanize what he's doing, trying to make it look like, oh, I do care. Because at times it feels like he doesn't care about their well-being. It does feel that way. It comes across that way. Richard takes all the credit for the success, takes all the credit, as indicated so many times throughout the film. It's indicated so many times throughout the film that, oh, this is my plan. I came up with it. This is my doing. I did this. I pushed them to get there. This is on me. Even though it's hinted at the mother, Brandy, having a hand in their success, teaching them the open stance, working with Serena when she's not taken by the first coach, so she loses that opportunity. And just the mother keeping on working multiple jobs, multiple shifts to keep food on the table, to keep these girls alive. And she's not given the credit she deserves. It's all about Richard and the Richard show. The film comes with a double-edged sword. While it is great, it is inspirational, and you will love this movie, it's got the other side of it where Richard Williams helped produce this movie. What was left out? What didn't he agree with, or what did he change to make him look better? Because all throughout the film, his character, as it's written, is very righteous at times. Very plays the victim, I guess, is the way I'm gonna say it. Not that he's wrong in the situations. I'm not saying that, but it's just, it makes him look like he had to do what he had to do for his kids, and to make, because the person coming at them was wrong. But maybe there's situations that were left out where he's a total jackass and he's hindering the process. He's hindering his children. So maybe that is something that Mr. Richard Williams did not agree with and cut out of the film. No one's going to know really unless he comes out and tells us, or someone comes out and tells us. But it's just a double-edged sword to this, because he was involved. He kind of had some say in it. And if he's as pushy as he is in real life as he's portrayed in the movie, maybe even more so, good Lord, there's got to be some arguments that were had in the writing of this film. King Richard, I believe, is only out on HBO Max right now. Stars Will Smith. He got nominated for an Oscar. The film got nominated for an Oscar, rightfully so. This is a great movie. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. You'll be happy you watched it. Whether you're Venus and Serena fans, tennis fans, sports movie fans, or just great movie fans. Check it out. HBO Max. Follow me along for the more long-form version of this. I've been your host, Michael Sawran, for South of Normal. Thanks for watching, you guys.